Do you feel the weight of being the first Miami team to come and race here, or is that something that you've very much set aside for race week?
I think it has a little bit of weight. Of course, we want to come here and prove how much we improve, how much we work hard. But it's true that you cannot take that negative way, because it can be good to have it a little bit, but not so much. Just focusing on our races.
There's been rowing at the University of Miami for over 40 years. There was a good amount of success in the 80s. And for whatever reason, since 1997, when the current iteration of NCAA D1 women's rowing came about, that success hadn't happened, right? So when I say they're pioneers, they're taking a program in a direction it's never been before either.
The last time I was on this course was as a coxswain for the U.S. team in the Atlanta Olympics in 1996. When I was in college, I was at the other UW, Wisconsin, and Washington was always a key rival of ours. And you knew that they were always going to come and be prepared and go fast.
Being on a team that's been to the NCs every year, it definitely can feel like a responsibility to uphold when you're on the team, but also I think we have the freedom to just put down the best races we can every year, so that's what the training looks like.
You always hear about the rowing team at Washington, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's the rowing team, you know, and so it's definitely talked about a lot back in Seattle.
I would say it was super hard to get here. We worked really hard, especially from last year, seeing our season ending 11th at ACCs. We knew we had to improve a lot. We knew we had to do some changes. We had a really good start of the season when we went to Tennessee, to Oak Ridge.
We had opened up against, I think, Duke and UNC, and we were right up there competitive with them. And you compare that to last year, we couldn't even imagine beating Duke last year. And this year we were being right with them. It was wow, this is real. We're a team to compete against.
After that race, we were already ranked, and we haven't been ranked until that point. So it was oh, we had an amazing start, and we keep going, and we were still there. We were going up on ranking.
You can have one or two leaders that are really dedicated, but to have a full team of everyone having the same goal, waking up each morning, keeping that in mind, that's what makes it possible. And that you could really tell as the season went on, this is going to be our year, this is going to happen.
To set the scene for you, it's 7 a.m. on Lake Washington, morning practice, row with my best friends, and we're doing some steady state, and the boat just gets quiet. There's no one else out on the water is flat. You can hear the catches, hear the finishes come together.
The journey starts, at the beginning of the year in the fall, and that's really where the foundation is laid and where the team determines what its standards are and how we're going to hold one another accountable.
Last year was a big year for us. First year in the Big Ten, to come in to sweep it was, a huge honor. And this year, just the same thing, going in with the same mindset of, Yaz has mentioned this, we're here to not necessarily, go in and try to pull out a win, but more so just do the best with what we have in our boat.
So I think by the time you get to the conference championships and the NCAA, it really is your opportunity to just enjoy the work, take it into the hardest strokes of the season, knowing that these are going to be the most competitive races that you're going to be in, and just be really excited about bringing your best.
feels really good. We've worked all season for this, and this was our goal coming into the race today, and we did just that.
What a crazy day. You know, when they told us that we were going to do the heats and the semis all in one day, I definitely was cognizant of that this morning, and we tried to approach it strategically, knowing how hot the semifinal was going to be. And I mean, it was smoking hot, and really unfortunate our top 2 weights didn't get in, but our 4 did a great job, and they'll be in the A final on Sunday.
That final 500 meters, my stomach was going. I mean, coming into it, we knew that when we got to that point, we wanted it to be all about our why we're doing this, why we wanted to show up here and show out. And as soon as we got to that moment and we were still in that dogfight, we just know that we had it in us to just scrap it together and get across that finish line.
I think I can speak for everyone when I say we're extremely proud of everyone today. From the 2V to the 1V4 to the 1V8, like, especially coming here and then also racing like we have, I just think it's historic.
Good morning and welcome to the 29th NCAA Championships here on Lake Lanier in Gainesville, Georgia. The stage could not be more perfectly set here to crown some national champions in glory.
That means UW and Rutgers were the Princeton-Yale spoilers here.
Watching this, Texas will cross the line, champions in the D1 varsity fours. When we thought it was impossible, gives them the biggest leg up here in this championships. And it's Tennessee then that crosses ahead of Washington, who take 3rd in a race where Stanford just let it all unravel.
There was so much going on in the field. Just looking over, I was like, holy crap, there's like everyone everywhere. And then when we decided we had a move that we were going to take in our last 500 to prep our sprint, where we knew we were going to take the rate up, and that's when we started to move on Rutgers. And then I saw Stanford, and I knew that was our time to move. I didn't even have time to tell the rest of the boat, but I knew that we had to go then and there, and it was a very exciting last 400 meters.
These last 4 years of my life have been some of the best, if not the best, because of the people around me, because of my teammates, my coaches, all the staff around us. It's just an amazing experience to row here, and I feel sorry for people who don't get this opportunity.
The 2V8 Miami up here. This is again a real opportunity for them, and given what we've just seen in that last race, you know what, why not is the phrase that we keep using. Why not? It's not over until it's over, until that last stroke. Oh, they're riding this skateboard all the way down to the finish line. Washington, as we suspected, taking a jump start here out of the blocks, but Michigan going with them here over in lane number 6 nearest to us. But as we predicted, right, this is going to be a race with maybe a length in it from start to finish. Yep. Rounding out that race will be Miami, but brilliant for them to make that B final.
There's strong girls out there, you know, Columbia, UCF, you know, closing the margin on UCF was huge. It was huge for us. Yeah, they always had like a 7-second margin, and to be in points of each other, it's really good, so we're proud of that.
It was our first NCAAs, but it's for sure not our last. Go Canes!
I'm really proud of them. I don't think any of those crews had any more to give. And, you know, you can always play the game of, oh, if only we had a second or two in this race, or, you know, a split here. But we're not going to play that. They all race to and above their capacity. It's validation for all the hard work they put in. We have a tremendous group of seniors. The amount of effort it took over 4 years for them to bring this program to where it is, it's incredible.
We're about to head off to Henley, which will be super exciting, and you know, we're not done yet. We've got a lot more to give, and we're going to get right back to it and get back on track, and this is just the very beginning for Miami. We've got so much more, and you know, James has led us very passionately and strong this season, and we've got so much more to give, so look out for us coming next year's.
I think a strong ending for the Huskies, and really excited that the 4 was able to pull off that bronze medal, that was just an exciting finish, and you know, that's just proof that you got to just keep driving all the way to the line, and to win both of the petite finals was a silver lining for our team, truly.
My first year at Washington has genuinely been incredible. One of my favorite years I've ever had, like in my rowing career. This weekend has been incredible. Like the racing has just been, I've never been involved in better racing ever anywhere I've been. So I'm really grateful that I've had this opportunity to race with like my favorite people on such an incredible team. It's just been all I could have asked for in a freshman year.
We are heading to Henley, super excited about that. We're gonna bring 2 8s for sure, maybe 3. You know, an opportunity to extend the season a little bit. We've got a lot of young people on this team. It was their first NCAA championships ever. So for them to get to be able to go to Henley and have that experience and take a few more strokes together, that's only good.